Everybody, welcome back to the gas station where gear acquisition syndrome is a real thing, for sure. I'm Will.
I'm Alan.
And we're excited to bring you the next guitar. Last time we brought you the Pyro RS, I believe.
Yes, we did. This beautiful PRS style number right here.
So when we did get the other guitar from Pyro, they just sent us this as well from the goodness of their own heart, and which is really exciting.
Very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pyro Shadow Caster. Very nice HSS strat style guitar that was surprisingly, again, really high quality craftsmanship and build, which we'll get into later. But here she is in the lovely white. It's actually, you may not be able to see it on camera. It's kind of what I would call a raw finish. There's no wood filler, so you can see the grain. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, I enjoy that uniqueness to it. I thought that was really cool. Now, the RS was at a price point of like closer to 4 digits, around $1,000, $1,100. This one price point?
Close to, I think they're selling from between $400 to $500.
So much more in the like Squire kind of range.
Squire, Mexican Strat, if you're shopping on the used market, you know. But if you're going to compare it to those, just from a build quality standpoint, this will blow them out of the water.
It was really funny. You brought that out, and the two things I noticed right off the bat: really high action, and
Yep.
you're like, okay, can that be fixed? We'll see. The other thing we noticed was with the pickups.
Yeah. So as it turns out, the humbucker was wired out of phase, so we had a bit of a volume difference between them, and also a bit of a squawkiness. But fixing that livened it right up, and good Lord, I'm actually really impressed with how good they sound. These are in-house pickups. They're Alnico 5. I can't say anything but good things about them so far.
Yeah, it was a huge change. I mean, it also shows the value of going to a professional who can do a great setup. So shout out to that. So let's go through some of the parts of this guitar now that it is like really revved up and looking really nice.
Yep.
So first we've got the neck. This is a flame maple neck with the flame maple fingerboard. About a C shape, kind of that Fender kind of style. The thing that was surprising, because they sent us some stats on it, that fretboard radius is a 16-inch
Yes.
radius.
Very flat.
Very flat. For those who don't know, and I had to do my research, a Fender normally comes around 9.5, which is a much rounder feel, and this is much flatter.
It's very shred friendly. Not for me. I'm not a shredder by any stretch of the imagination, but somebody might be able to.
Yeah, and obviously, man, the color on that neck is, I mean, that's the first thing that jumps out at you, and it is.
It's pretty cool. It's meant to match more or less the pick guard that is also flame maple. But yeah, the back of the neck has got some really beautiful flame. And of course, it's, you know, one piece neck, and then it has a separate fretboard. So it's not a all-in-one situation here.
What would you call the finish on the neck? Because I never have the words for that.
Just satin. It's actually probably just tongue oiled, if I had to guess. There's no finish on it at all, but the oil, and maybe it has a satin clear coat on it, but I'm not sure.
It gives it a really quality feel. I was really pleased to like hold that guitar, because I don't know, that kind of thing makes me happy. I love how the headstock is also in that same treatment of the wood. Is so beautiful and unusual. Locking tuners, which is great. However, tuner, where are you on the tuners?
This would be where I would probably give this guitar a little bit of a negative review. The tuners, they're a little cheap. So far they hold it in tune, which has been impressive, but one of the tuning pegs of the nut was cross-threaded onto the bolt here, and they do seem kind of weak. I don't know how long they'll hold up. That would be one thing I would probably consider swapping out in the future. But it stays in tune, so I'll give them props there.
Yeah, it has, and we've been goofing around with it today, and it's really held tune pretty well. So that's definitely handy. We've also got the pickguard is a book match flame maple, which is also gorgeous. Goes really nicely with the rest of it, I thought anyway.
Yep, she's pretty.
Frets are a stainless steel 2.4 millimeter, and they're polished. What else? Is there anything else you would say about it from like a nerdy standpoint?
Wilkinson tremolo, and as you may or may not be aware of, Wilkinson used to make Fender's tremolos, so pretty decent quality trim. It feels good. It's set up really well. I've got it set up for floating, and it just solid. Can't say anything bad about it.
Also, that humbucker you can split with
Yes,
it's
that's right.
its own switch for that. So that's very cool because, you know, that's the joy of having HSS, a humbucker single, is that you kind of get all the guitar you could really want. And so many people now are doing the guitars that just have the single bridge humbucker, which kind of is weird to me, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. But you can have that as well as the Strat style 3 singles, or you can have the mix there, which is really cool.
And the split itself, when you're in the single coil mode, is not bad. A lot of guitars, the humbucker that splits, you know, that you're losing a little bit with a single coil when you split it. This one's pretty decent. It still sounds relatively Strat-like, as you might expect it to. It doesn't quite have that quack or that jangle that you expect, but it's pretty good.
Nice, nice. So enough of us. Let's give this a listen. So what are we going to run through to get some sounds from this?
We're going to try something different today, and we're going to run through Studio One Pro 7, and I'm going to use the Bias X plugin to give us a little bit of blues and blues rock and see what we can come up with.
Very cool. Well, let's get to it. All right, so now you've heard it, now you've seen it. Final thoughts. What do you think? Do you think this is worth the money? Do you think this is a good guitar to have a good time with?
Absolutely. I would buy this at full price myself. One thing we neglected to mention, and I think we should, we didn't talk about how good the fret ends are.
Ooh.
Much like we talked about with the Pyro RS, the fretwork on this guitar is incredible. No sharp points, very, very well rounded and level out of the box. It requires no fretwork whatsoever. It's easily one of the better, I mean, even for seriously high-end guitars, some of the better fretwork that I've had that I can even come up with without spending 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times the price.
And I love that. To me, I'm a sucker. Like, if I want to pick up the guitar and play, it's a good guitar.
Yeah.
It's making me do the thing I want to do, which is play guitar. That's why we love guitars, no matter how good we are at it. And yeah, the fret ends are great. I love the feel of the neck. I think it's just, I think that really surprised me. I was like, really? This is this price point for this? So same thing.
I don't think there's a guitar player out there who prefers the sticky, high gloss neck over a smooth satin neck. I can't imagine it.
Yeah, there's something that just feels quality about that. And if you're going to have a guitar and it's made out of wood, you want to know it's made out of wood. Like, if you want something different, cool, get something different. But it really feels like that. And it's something I really like about the unfinished kind of rougher body, too, is it feels like somebody crafted this guitar.
Yes.
So props to them. So high points, that neck is pretty fantastic. It's very playable. Low point,
Mostly the tuners. I'll give them a slight, maybe I'll give them a B- for the accident in wiring the humbucker out of phase. But I mean, it's wiring, and they're doing it by hand. They're not, you know, it's not like you can't have an accident. They happen.
And they're a newer company, you know, things get worked out. Also, I'm going to say I can fix wiring. I cannot fix rough, ugly frets. And that wasn't an issue at all with this. So that's really cool. All right. Value for money? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes. I agree. I agree, absolutely. Well, very cool. This was the Pyro Shadow Caster. We've really enjoyed it. It's been a blast to play.
Yep.
Thanks again to the folks at Pyro, who, good
Very
news
much
for them, they just recently
I recently secured American distributor, and we'll throw that link down in the notes below, so you guys can check them out. I think they're expecting their first shipment somewhere around December, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, this takes off.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm happy for them, and they've been a joy to work with, so
Absolutely.
happy with that. All right, well, that's us. That's Pyro. If you enjoyed the video, if you like hearing us chat about guitars, like, subscribe, throw some stuff in the comments. We're excited to break out some new gear next time. It's not going to be Pyro, we promise. We're going to look at some other guitars, some other gear.
And I promise, if you reply in the comments, I'll reply. Or will reply. We'll actually talk to you.
Yeah. We have a fun time with it. So
yeah, why not?
We're excited to share our love of it, and to know that people out there also have trouble not buying new gear. So with that, thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video, and thanks for your time.
I don't know about you, man, but I'm gassed. That was bad. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.